I would like to make a toast. This is the way.
Go for it.
To humor. I can go on?
The floor is still yours.
Ah, good. Exactly. My name is Parabolus, and if I did not believe I was addressing an especially open-minded group, I would not be telling you what I am about to tell you.
I'd vouch for everyone in the room myself, only I know they'd all rather vouch for themselves.
Yes, you would. I believe each of you here would. I've been following you around, and I'm amazed at the complexity and adaptability of your race. Your capacity for friendship, your capacity for self-sacrifice. Unheard of.
Me personally? You've been following me?
Yes, you. All your little sojourns this evening, to the other places and times. I belong to an organization of beings that is outside of what you take to be the universe. In fact, I don't wish to brag, but Raymond has always been one of my most interesting universes, and I had very high hopes for it. Very high.
Who's Raymond?
I'm sorry, that's you. Your universe, this universe. Raymond is its name. In our language, roughly translated, it means big mistake.
What do you mean you had high hopes for it?
It's clear what that means. This project is due for termination. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
What are you saying?
He's saying they're getting rid of us, if you believe it.
It's nothing personal. It's a damn budget decision is what it is. But I'm thinking that humor might be what I need to convince the board that this universe has latched onto something of infinitely redeeming value, and that could save it.
You mean, tell them a joke?
No. That's not how it works. See, there are several of us, each maintaining a number of universes. Each universe is created with, well, your closest analogy would be a computer program, I suppose. We assign vast, unique combination of traits to each universe, seeding it with the raw materials necessary to foster some sort of development. Or that's the idea, at any rate. Now, wherever life develops in some form, new traits are constantly developed at a staggering pace. Once in a great while, one of these traits will emerge as valuable enough to disseminate elsewhere, to perpetuate it in other universes, perhaps even to make it a part of the plane of existence we inhabit. I have never seen humor before. I would never have imagined it could display such a multiplicity of purposes. You simultaneously amuse and torment each other with it, which I still do not understand. Its efficacy as a painkiller is phenomenal. It softens negativity, and it produces laughter, a remarkable medicine that restores you both spiritually and physically in very subtle ways. Your humor, your concept of friendship, you have a lot of potential saving graces. You must be presented to the board. Of course, that will mean getting you out of this universe and... okay. I've got it. Meet me in my office. And everybody, the next round is on me. Parabolus?
He's gone.
But look at what he left.
I'm guessing that we are meant to drink this. We will do very soon, but first let's speak to everyone in the bar and see what they have to say for themselves.
Jake, you gonna do the honors?
Mike, what's going on?
Offhand, I'd say I'm not sure about that guy, but as long as he's buying.
And he's buying us around.
How about it, waiter?
This isn't my table.
Come on, give me a shot of that. I'll drink to non-competitive sports if it'll make you happy. How about it, waiter?
What do you suppose this stuff is?
Maybe it's absinthe. I remember hearing that absinthe is green.
That's distilled from wormwood, right? Isn't that illegal here?
Yep. That's why I want to try it.
I think absinthe is illegal in a lot of places. You used to be able to buy it here in England. I remember buying it many years ago. But I haven't seen it on sale. Oh, I can't even remember. I think last time I bought it was about 20 years ago. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's carry on.
What do your instincts tell you about parabolas? How can you be so sure? Wow, excellent. I agree. I wish this whole universe thing could have waited until tomorrow night. I'm fried. You're just reeking of philosophy tonight.
Jake, my man.
What do you think? How did Parabolas smell?
He didn't. There was no scent.
So, does this mean he wasn't here?
I've never met anyone who had no smell. I don't like it because it leads me to conclude that he is not what he appeared to be. That is to say, we were being deceived. Whether or not that deception was meant malevolently or merely as for convenience, I can't say. But if it was the latter, it was incomplete.
Want to come with me into the great outdoors and see what's happening?
A walk? A walk? Need you ask? Lead on, Tina. Do you mind?
Do you mind if I stay?
I would prefer it. I'll come back.
I know. Jake, I don't think my family can ever repay you.
You already have.
How is that?
It's like we have a new member of the family.
Here.
Do you want to tell us what happened there now?
Jake.
Oops.
What?
It's a rule we have against prying.
These days it's typical to allow one's curiosity to get the better of one's manners. I'm sorry.
You are unnaturally civilized. And it's not as if I don't want to talk about it, but this doesn't seem like the time or place.
You may find it's exactly correct place, but you pick the time.
Where have you been since you and Ralph were separated?
I was very lucky. Mallion was embarrassed about my voice. He dropped me off upstate when he decided he couldn't face his review board with me. I ended up moving in with a family on a farm in Ancremdale, and then I moved to New Jersey. Now, it wasn't bad at all. I have nothing to complain about.
How did you lose your accent?
The farm family had a couple of English sheepdogs.
Where are you going to go now?
Coney Island. Where else?
We're nearing the end of the game. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take, but it's going to be at least 2 videos for this segment. But we'll see how it goes. There's no rush to get to the end.
Hey, I'm finding it hard to play with all this yammering.
Were you listening to any of Parabolas' little speech?
Yeah, the guy's got delusions of grandeur.
So you weren't buying into it?
Not for a moment. Come on, what are the chances?
If it were any place but here, I'd agree with you.
Yow.
You drinking?
Until you're heaving.
You're having much too good a time here.
Yow.
Squish, whatever happens. Thanks for doing what you did.
Me? What did I do?
You told us about the benefits of fresh air.
You are welcome any time. I will see you here again soon. Definitely.
That's good. I hope so. You know, I think you're a very smart and courageous being, but more than that, you've got a very honest face.
They used to tell me I had a face only the mothership could love.
Jake,
What do you think is going on?
I think some people are not what they appear to be. I don't know who that was, but I'd say there's a better than average chance that he is not what he tried to appear to be. That said, I also think that if the creator of this universe were to wander into any bar on Earth, it would have to be Callahan's.
What about Casimir's?
Maybe, but at Casimir's, it's theme night.
Is this real?
Who knows? Didn't a great man once say, life is but a dream?
If you ask me, I'd say we're all suffering from a mass hallucination.
That's the most plausible theory I've heard yet.
Thank you. Is this real?
Do we have any choice but to go along with it?
Do you see any harm?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I don't think you've ever done that before.
So do you have an answer?
I guess I don't see any harm, but I'd be on the lookout for an ulterior motive.
Yeah, that's sensible. I mean, what else are we going to do? We need to just go along with it and hope that we won't be killed. But I can't see that happening in this game.
Yeah?
What do you think? Was he for real?
Don't you? He certainly seems to have taken a liking to you, Jake. He's been following you around for days. Or for 20 minutes, depending on how you look at it.
I feel like if I buy into what he's saying, that'll make it true for sure. And if I don't buy into it, maybe there's some hope that he's just blowing smoke.
I'm pretty sure he's not. Look at it this way. He might be some maniac who wants to poison us all. But if that's what he wants to do, why the elaborate story in the Vanishing Act, which I have to say was pretty impressive? I mean, why not just poison us?
And if I leave that bottle on the bar, I'm going to die a crazy old man because I never knew.
Provided Parabolus was lying and the world's not about to come to an end. Trust your instincts, Luke.
Who's Luke?
Did I say Luke? I meant Jake.
Right.
You rang?
What do you think? You think Parabolus is for real, or should we just walk away from this?
He's the real thing. Otherwise, he's either lying or hallucinating. And for some reason, I don't think he's doing either.
Yeah, Jake, I think I'm still here.
What did you think of Parabolus' speech?
I think he's either telling the truth or more likely he's insane. Either way, I think he's convinced he's telling the truth.
So you'd vote that demented?
Of course he meant it. That's what I'm saying.
Alright, I think that is everybody.
Thank you.
Certainly.
Shall we?
By all means.
What the hell was that?
Everybody all right?
So, we all going?
Where?
Out. There, wherever we're supposed to go.
You believe that guy?
I do now.
I do too.
Me too. That was not a figment of his imagination.
And you really want to go out there?
Yeah. I mean, why not? I can't believe where I've been tonight. So what's one more hike, just because this one is as implausible as all the others put together?
I want you to know that I take that implausible crack personally.
So do I. Me too.
Me too.
You all take crack personally?
Anyway, I figure I'm hot right now, so I think I'm going to walk out that door. Anyone who wants to come with me is welcome to join me.
I'll come. Why should you get all the glory?
I'll come. I could use a walk.
Mike, you're coming, right?
Wow, that music came on really loudly. Before we leave, there are additional dialogue with some of our friends.
You should come with us, Mike. It's your place. You should speak for us.
That's why I should stay here. It's my place. I'm supposed to go down with the ship.
I'm jealous.
Come with us, Doc.
No, Doc, you stay here. I think it's obvious who Parabolus wants with him.
Let's boogie.
You coming outside?
Hey, I'm your co-pilot, right?
I'm stepping out. You in with me? Or is going out for you, and you'd be more into staying in? No, I mean, can you get down with what's up?
Play or stay out of the way.
Sorry.
Why is there dialogue missing here? Well, spoken dialogue.
Yeah, I know. I figure I'll leave it to the brains. Just let me be the fingers.
Well,
You want to come with me to see the wizard?
maybe he can give me a heart.
Is Sasha coming with us?
She says she can't. She doesn't know if she can fly out there, and she's wearing her nightgown.
Stop teasing her. I think she's blushing.
Say, I've always wanted to see a bat in rouge.
Hi.
Look after the women and children for me, won't you?
Hey, it's a righteous thing you're doing, man.
5 on the black hand side.
What it is,
What it was.
what it has yet to become.
Careful, man. White boys can get hurt trying to talk like that.
I don't consider myself white.
No, that's true. You're a color not found in nature.
And Doc is the last person that we need to speak to. Well, we don't need to.
I think that was my last drink of the night.
Care to join us outside? Can't tell me you're on call this time.
I don't think I could handle the stairs.
Alright. Let's just see exactly where we are. This is looking rather grandiose, but one question that I have, if the exit, well, the door to Callahan's is here, then how are people supposed to get to this area here? As it looks like there's a gap right in this spot here. Maybe I'm just overthinking this.
Jesus, where are we?
If anybody wants to say, Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, I'll let them get away with it. This time only.
What is this miasma?
No, I don't think bronchial spasms alone could explain all this.
There's not a whole lot to do here. The only thing that we can actually do is climb the stairs. Well, steps.
Are those Greek figures?
I don't know. Roman?
They're Greco-Roman.
That pretty much covers your butt, huh? Hey, Josie. Pussycat.
Right here.
See what happens? You have one little drink too many.
You knew you were going to take it. We all knew.
How so?
Look at what kind of night you had. You think it was just coincidence? This one night that we find out the end of the world is nigh, you get sent into space, the future, around the world. You'd have to be stoned not to realize that it's all been leading up to something.
Well, that ain't it, 'cause I ain't stoned, and I never saw it coming.
Well, maybe you were in the eye of it, you know?
Hey, Josie. Pussycat.
Right here.
So this is Oblivion.
It's a lot more colorful than I pictured it.
And for an infinite void, there really is an interesting mix of architectures.
This looks like a family portrait right here.
Piotr, let's talk.
Yeah, boss?
Don't suppose you'd care to scout on ahead?
I haven't flown in years, but for you, I'll try.
What happened?
It's something about the air. It's not quite right. It's thicker or heavier or something. I can't describe it, but it makes my arms tired.
Pyotr, let's talk.
Yeah, boss?
What do you think?
Either Parabolas is telling us the truth, or this is a very elaborate practical joke. The guys at Finnegan's pub in Deer Park are just capable of pulling off something like this.
Noah, old pal of mine?
Think it's gonna rain?
No, I think it's going to remain partly polychromatic with brief periods of light iridescence. Tomorrow, widely scattered shimmering and mostly pulsating. Hey, Al. Yeah, you.
You know, I'm actually enjoying this.
I'm confused.
About what?
How could I have been to the future if we have no future?
That's something to be optimistic about, huh? Maybe that means we have to have a future.
Unless the future you're from is just one of an infinite variety of futures, of which no future is also an infinite possibility.
No, I don't think so.
And upon what do you base that opinion?
I base it on the fact that I don't like it.
You don't seem like the type to come along, that's all.
I'd go crazy if I sat in the bar wondering what was going on. I may go crazy anyway.
I'm confused about what I was originally confused about. Never mind. Ever seen lighting effects like these before?
Not since I plowed into the Paleolithic at top speed, broke my collarbone and my Timex.
Just wanted to make sure you hadn't gone into shock.
No, I'm doing okay. A little jumpy, but okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Joe, come here. I remember being here once before, in the 60s. Well, we were younger, so everything was bigger. Now there's a pleasant thought. You're a take charge kind of guy. Want to take charge? How do you figure that? You didn't happen to bring any cool spy stuff, did you? And your super intelligent dog pal. Never mind, I can see you're running dangerously low on paper. Ralph?
Yes, Jag?
Pick up any interesting sense?
None at all. It's very disturbing. It's oppressive. It's as if I'm taking a shower with a raincoat on. Do you know the feeling?
Yeah, I'm afraid I do. Don't go off by yourself.
Don't worry. I don't like this place and I've got nowhere to go.
Why don't you go over in the corner there? I'm sure Parabolas will understand.
I would bite you for that. Except that you might bite back.
Alright, let's go and see what's in store for us.
Well, somebody just shoot us up with psychic Prozac?
That was the real stuff.
Isn't that redundant?
It's this place.
Yeah, what about this place anyway?